Howdy, this is Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me for this LA Times Impossible Sudoku dated November 23, 2025. Let's get into it. Alright, 5 comes across here, so that's a 5 there. 1, 2, 3. 3 can be here. 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 and 7 here. 7 is going to come across here. 7 is going to come across here. So and 7's up here, so that's a 7 there. 7 comes across here, so 7's there. 1 comes down here, so that's a 1 there. So the other numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is there. Alright, 7 comes across here. 7 comes across here. 7 comes down here. So 7 is here. Okay, what else can we see? 2 comes across here. 2 comes down here, so 2 is one of these two. 2 comes up here. Let's try that again. 2 comes up here. 2 comes up here. 2 comes across here, so 2 is one of these two. 1, 2, 3. 3's up here, so 3 is one of these two. 4 is going to be those. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 comes across here, and 9. Okay, so we've got some work to do in that in terms of that. 9 comes across here and up here, so 9 is one of these two. 5 comes up here, 5 comes up here, 5 comes across here, and 5 comes across here. So the 5's taken that length, taken away the 2. So 2 comes across here, 2 comes across here, so that's a 2 there. 1, 2, 3, so 3 can't be there, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is there. Alright, 8 comes across here, so 8 is one of these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, don't know. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, don't know about that either. Alright, so 8 comes up here and down here, so 8 is one of these two. 8 and 9, 7. 7's going to be one of these. 4, 3, 7. So what's the other number? 1, 2. So 2 comes across here. 2 comes down here. 2 comes up here. So that's a 2 there. So 3 and 7 here. 3 can't be here. So this must be a 7, leaving this to be a 3 and a 7 here. Okay. This no longer can be a 3. So this must be the 3 here. And that makes sense because that's what they are. So 9. So what do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9 and 4 are still in play. So 5, 6, 9 and 4. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 is there, 9's there. 8. So 1, 7. So that's interesting. 7 can't be there. So that's a 1, leaving this to be a 7. So 1 comes up here, so 1 is one of these two, and the other numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 and 6 is there. 1, 2, 3. 3 can't be here. 3 can't be here, so that's a 3 there. 4. So 4 is there, as is the 5. So 4 and 5 are there. Okay. 5 comes down here. 5 comes across here. So 5 is one of these two. 5 comes down here, across here, and across here. So 5 is one of these two. 1, 2, 3. So 4 can be here, here, and here. 2, 3, 5, 6. 6 can be here, here, and here, as can the 9. Okay. So 1 can be across here. 1. Actually, let's go through this column here. Where's the 1? Well, the 1 can't be there, the 1 can't be there, and the 1 can't be there. So this is going to be a 1 here. That means 9 comes up here, so 9 is one of these two. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 can be anywhere. 5, 6. 6 comes across here, so 6 is one of these two. 9, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 9, 6 are all there. 4, 9, 6. 1, 2, 3. 3 comes down here. 3 comes down here, so 3 is here. 1 comes across here, so 1 comes down here. 1's up here. 1's across here, so 1 is one of these two. Plus also I have that 1 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 can't be here, so 4 is going to be here, here, and here. 5, 6. 6 can't be here, so 6 is one of those. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 comes across here. 8 comes across here, so 8 is one of these two. The other number is 6, so 6 can be here, here. Oh, this is interesting. So 1 and 6 can't be here, and I need a 1 and 6 there. So this here has to be an 8. So this no longer can be an 8 because that's 1 and 6, and actually 1 can't be there. So this is a 1 here, leaving this to be a 6. So get rid of that 1, and 6 comes across here, so 6 is one of these two, and the other number's 4. Okay, so 1 comes down here, 1 comes down here, 1 comes across here, so that's a 1 there. 2 comes down here, 2 comes down here, so 2 is one of these two. Oops. 3 comes across here, down here, down here, so that's a 3, leaving this to be a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 can be here, here, and here, and 9. So 9 comes across here, so 9 is one of these two. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm just waiting for this shoe to sort of drop. So 6 comes down here, 6 comes down here, so 6 is one of these two. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know where the 4 is. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 can't be here. 8 can't be here. So 8 is one of these two. That means this no longer can be an 8. So this is an 8 here. 5 comes across here. 5 comes up here. So that no longer can be a 5, meaning this has got to be a 5 here, leaving this to be a 4 and a 5 here. Okay, so 5, 5, 5, so 4 comes across here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 6 and 9. So 6 is there. 6 can be 1, 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 can't be there, so 4 is one of those. 5 is done. 6, 7, 8 and 9. Alright. So this can't be an 8, so this is not an 8, so this is an 8 here. So this is going to be 4 and 9, which makes sense because that's what I'm missing in terms of that. And 4 and 9 there. 4 is really a problem to me at the moment, but I'm just keeping on working through it. 1, 4 can be here. 6, 6, 6. 6 can be in all of these. 6 is here. 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 4. 9, 9, 9, 9. Alright, I'm not going to muck around here. I'm going to put in all the numbers now. 4 can't be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 can't be here, so 4 is one of these. The other number's 6. So 6 can be in all of these. These are a 4. 4, 9, 4, 6, 9, 4, 9, 4, 9. 4 here. 9 is going to be one of these, as is the 4. 2, 4, 2, 9. Okay. So, that's interesting. This can't be an 8. So 8 comes across here, 8 comes down here, so that's an 8 there. 3, 3, 3. So that's all the 8s. 4, 9, 6, 4, 9, 6. 4, 9, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, 4, 6. 4, 6. 2, 4, 9. 9. 2, 4, 9, 2, 4, 9, 2, 4. 4, 9, 4, 9. Okay. 1, 6. So I've got a unsolvable rectangle. So what this is here is if I don't have a 4 here, so I'm just going to take this out to explain it. I then have a rectangle that says 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6. This can be a 1 or a 6, and this could be a 1 or a 6, so it's unsolvable. So I'm going to put that 4 back, and so this then becomes a 4. Okay, so that means that these can't be a 4 here. Oops, sorry. These can't be a 4 here, meaning this has to be a 1, because this is a 6, 9, 6, 9. So this is a 1, leaving this to be a 6 and a 1 here. 4 can't be here. Alright, and this can't be a 4. So this is a 6. This can't be a 6 here, so that's a 4, 9 there. Alright, 6, 9, 6, 9, 4, 6. So 4 comes across here, so 4 is there. 4, 9, 4, 9. 6, 9, 2, 4. 2, 4, 4, 6. I thought I may have had it with that, but anyway, we'll see. 2, 4, 4, 9. So 6, 9, 6, 9. 6, 9. 6, 9. So that's 4, 6, 4, 6. 4, 9, 6, 4, 9, 6. 6, 9. 2, 4. 2, 4, 2, 4, 9. Okay, 4, 9. What else have I got? I need something else apparently. 6, 9. So 9, 9, 4, 9. 2, 4. 6, 9. So if you're a 9, you have to be a 6. That means you can't be. If you're a 9, you have to be a 6. That would mean that you are 4, 9 here, and you're a 6 there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 2, 4, 9. 2 can't be there. 2, 4. 2, 4. 9 is there. 9's there. Okay, so 4, 6. This is where I've got to get faster. 4, 6. 4, 6. So that 6, 9. 4, 9, 6, 9. So if that's a 9, that has to be a 6. That's a 9. That has to be a 6. 9, 4, 4, 4. 4, 4. No. If that's a 9, that's a 4, which makes that a 2. If that's a 4. So if that's a 9, that's a 4, that's a 2. That's a 9. If that's a 9, that's a 4. Alright, so here, I think that these two rows here, this 2, 4. So if this is a 9, this becomes a 4. So that'd have to be a 2. If this is a 4, this would have to be a 9. This would be a 4, and this is a 2. So this here is a 2 because 4, 9, 4, 9, sorry, 4, 9, 4, 9, and 4, 9. I cannot have anything. Oh, can I? No, because if that's a 4, that's a 9, that's a 9, and that can be a 4 too. So no, for some reason if that's a 4, that's a 9, that's a 9, that can be a 4 or a 2. Thought I had that then. 4, 9, 9, 6, 9, 4, 6. That's a 9, that's a 4, that's definitely a 2. If that's a 4, that's a 9, that's a 9. That becomes 2, 4, 2, 4, 9, 6, 4. Okay. 4, 9, 4, 9. 6, 9. 9. If you're a 9, you end up a 4. You end up a 9. You end up a 4. And you end up a 6. If you're a 6, you end up a 9. Okay. 2, 4, 6. 4, 9, 2, 4, 9. 2, 4, 6. 6, 9. 9, 4. 9, 9. So that's a 4, 4. So if this is a 4, and this is a 9, 9, that's a 2, 4. So 4, 4, 9, 6, 2, 4, 2, 4, and that'd have to be a 9. Okay. 4, 9, 4, 4. That's a 4. So let's do this. If this is a 4, and that's a 4, this can't be a 4, and this. So that's a 4. That's a 4. No. Okay, where is it? 6, 9, 6, 9. So 4, 9. So it's not that. So I've got a 6, 9 here, a 4, 6, 9, and a 6, 9 here. Does that? So if that's a 6. That's a 6, that has to be a 6. If that's a 9, that has to be a 9. Okay. So 9, so that's a 6. That's a 6. And then they become 4, 9. That's a 9. That becomes a 9 there. That becomes a 6 and a 4. I wish I could see these better, I must admit. 2, 4, 9, 4, 9. 6, 9. 2, 4. 9's there. 9's there. 4, 9, 4, 9. So I don't think that's going to help me. 6, 9. 6, 9. So that's a 9. If that's a 9, that has to be a 9. That's a 6. That has to be a 6. So 6, 9, 6, 9, and that happens to be in those. So I can't see that. 2, 4, 9. So 2, 4. If that's a 4, that's a 4. That can't be a 4. So that has to be a, so 6 comes across here. If that's a 4, that can't be a 4. So that's, so if that's a 4, that's a 9. That's a 2, leaving that to be a 4. Okay, so if that's a 2, this has to be a 2. Yeah, well, that makes sense. There's nothing wrong with that. So 2 and 4, they're opposites. What that then does is if this is a 2, this is a 2, that becomes 4, 6. And I'm no better off. 9. 4, 9. 6, 9, 4, 9. 6, 9, 2, 4. Oh, there must be a number underneath there. So again, 2, 4, 2, 4. That's answer the question. That's a 2. That's a 2. 4, 9. 2, 6. So if that's a 2, that's a 2. It doesn't help me. Six, 9. So that's a 4. That'll make it a 4 even. It's interesting from a point of view that these two cancel each other out. Six, 9, 4, 9. So 4, 9, 4, 9, 4, 6. So this is a 6. This has to be a 4. This is a 6. This has to be a 6 here. 4. that's a 9, 6, 4. That's a 9, this has to be a 6, has to be a 4, and that ends up as a 9. 6, 4, 9, 4. That's a 9, this is a 4, leaving this to be a 9. That's a 6. That becomes 4, 9. That becomes a 6 there. But I have 4, 9, so I'm not seeing that one working. 2, 4, 4, 6, 9, 4, 9. So if that's a 9, that can't be a 9. And that's a 9 there. If that's a 4, that can't be a 4. So that's a 4 there. 4, 9, 2, 4, 9. So 4's odd there. 4's odd there. Being odd, that's 4. Okay. Under the bug rule, this would have to be a 4. Because if I did a 2, I have pair, pair, pair and pair. But I've got too many other triples. So I'm just not sure that the bug rule will work. If I just not, I'm just looking at this. So if I think about the bug rule, right, it has to be a 4, right? So that would be a 4 there because I have a triple number there, so that can't be even if it's there. That would mean that this would have to be a 9, which works with the triple there, so that works. So that would make this here well, no, that would make, so it doesn't work, because that would make the triple here be the 9. So that doesn't work either. 6, 9, 4, 9. Trying to see how this comes together. 2, 4. So 9, 9. What's a 4 there? So if that's a 4. Hmm. Six, 9, 4, 9. The others have to be 6. 6 is there. 6 is there. 6 is there. 9, 9, 9. So that's a 4, that's a 4. That's a 4. That's a 4. That'd have to be a 9 and that'd have to be a 2. Or alternatively, that's a 9, that's a 9. That's a 4. I'm just looking at this. This is a 4, this is a 4, 4 and 4. Effectively telling me that that's 6, 9, 6, 9. So if I make that assertion there, that has to be a 4, that'd be a 9, and that assertion doesn't work on there. Two, 2, 2. 2, 4, 2, 4. Well, that's got to be a diagonal. Has got to be a 2. 2's here and here, or 2's here and here. 2, 4, 6, 9, 6, 9, 4, 9. That is this here, my x-wing. So if this is a 6, this would have to be a 4, meaning that's a 9. Is that my x-wing? 4, 6, 4, 9, 6, 9. So what if I do with that? What that means is, if that's a 6, that's got to be... So here you go. This is an x-wing. If that's a 6, this has to be a 4. That can't be a 4. If this is a 9, that has to be a 4. That can't be a 4. So this is my x-wing here. So this actually here is a 2. Let me explain that again. I'm going to hit Control Z. So 6, if this is a 6, this becomes a 4. Right, because the 6 cancels out. That cannot be a 4. If this becomes a 9, that becomes a 4, and that can't be 4. So that there's a 2. Alright, so that means that this can't be a... So this here means that this can't be a 2 here. So 2 is here. This leaves... This is a 4, 6 there. This can't be a 2 here. So that's a 4, 9. Now, what that's done for me by doing that, it's actually given me the bug rule, which says that this here under the bug has to be a 9. So this becomes a 4, this becomes a 6, this becomes a 9, this becomes a 6 here. This is a 4, this is a 6, this is a 9, and this is a 4. 9 up here, 4, 9, 4. Alright, I'm going to do a review of this because I didn't really explain the bug rule. Okay, so let me go back to this. When I've got all single pairs in terms of all this except for one box, which is this one here. So this thing is here had unsolvable rectangles, it's had an x-wing and also a bug rule. So in terms of this, when I have only pairs in every box except for one box, which is this one, for this to work, if this number here is not a pair, sorry, is not a pair. So the number, if this is a 4, 4 is a pair, right? And 6 is a pair, which either has got 2 solves or 1 solve. You need to have a triple to have that there. So you can see there's 3 9s here and there's 3 9s there. So for that to solve, that has to be a 9. Okay, then once you've figured that 9 out, the rest becomes just a solvable item, and we just follow our nose. So I am always slow to pick up the XY wings, but I did get there in the end. So this is a little bit slow, but this has actually been very good because I've used 3 techniques, and I've solved it before and I've got it the wrong way around somewhere. So that's a 6 and a 4. Nope. So what did I do? 6. I'm good at this. I solved it before and now I can't solve it. Oh, I've got a 9 there. Why have I got 2 9s? So that should have been a 4, 9, 4, 9, 4, 9, 4, 6, 9, 6, 4. All right. So we've done that puzzle. It was quite slow, but it had 3 techniques in it to solve it. So it was a really good puzzle. I'm really slow on the X-wings. The rest of it, the rectangle that was here, I'm quite quick at. X-wings I take a while to figure out, but I'm getting better at it. And the bug rule, which I've told you that, which is have everything as a pair except for one, I'm pretty good at that. So thank you for spending some time with me. I a little frustrated not seeing that X-wing for so long, but I'm happy I got the puzzle done. Until next time, bye for now.